Hi everyone, this is Stephanie O'Brien with Move by Purpose. I want to take the time to introduce myself and allow you to get to know me a little bit more. In 2009, I earned my bachelor's degree and pursued a career in social work in Detroit. We all know that 2009 was not the best year, and Detroit was probably the worst market to try to pursue a job. I was under a tremendous amount of pressure to find one within 6 months because my student loans were going into repayment. I had 13 job interviews, and I was the top 3 in 11 of the 13. And I was consistently told that the job was given to someone with a lot more experience that was basically accepting an entry-level job. So jobs for new graduates were very, very hard to find, let alone jobs for anyone. And I felt very discouraged and had to persevere and persist. Nonetheless, I found one, and I did find one within 6 months, and I loved the job in the beginning. I loved applying what I learned in school, and I loved that I just had a job in general, and I had money to pay those loans. But about a year and a half, 2 years into it, I had what I call divine discontent. I just had so many other passions and abilities and skills and talents that were not being used in this job. And I knew I was capable of doing and being so much more. And in fact, I dreamed of accomplishing so much more than this. And I had to fight a lot of feelings of guilt because of how hard it was to find the job and what we just overcame. I thought I was being really entitled and ungrateful and kind of spoiled and kind of naive too, because I had a lot of older people tell me that, when they were younger, they dreamed of leaving a legacy and having this wonderful, beautiful, great life, and that's just not how it turned out for them. And so really they were just trying to squash my dreams because it didn't happen for them, then therefore it's not going to happen for me either. And thankfully I did not follow that horrible guidance. I know that I can have, and in fact I do now, I do live an extraordinary life, and I'm so grateful that I made choices to have that life. In addition to being miserable in a job for over 40 hours of my waking life, I also had a very toxic relationship. This relationship was so draining and so horrible that it took so much energy out of my life. I battled depression and anxiety and all kinds of things, and I was about to marry this person. I was with this person for 5 years, and finally I just came to my senses and I said, enough. I cannot marry this person. We cannot live like this. I do not want my life to be like this forever. And I decided to end things. I broke off the engagement, and from that point on, very shortly after, I started my own business. I am just really thriving, and I've learned so many valuable lessons. And yes, they were painful experiences, but I'm such a much stronger person from learning those lessons. And these lessons have equipped me to relate to you and coach you through that transition, coach you through that transformation. I absolutely believe you can find work that matters. You can create work, your dream job. You can live in that abundant, blessed life. It is possible. We do not have to settle for the mediocre average life. Subscribe below to find out the 5 empowering lessons that I learned that changed my life and helped me find my dream career.